na ganito, nasa roof, nasa auditorium, kaya nasa naka-congregate siya, you will greet them, Jahaw. Taman, kayong lahat. Okay? Yung ja is a roof, a house or something na nasa loob ng room. Kaya yun po yung ja. Sa English, ang bigkas ay ja. Pero iba naman po yung pagka sa Chinese. Ano? Kaya ang tawag nila, ang bigkas nila ay Jahaw. And that is what they call Putungwa. Okay? Putungwa in English is Mandarin. Okay? So, Cantonese is Guandongpa. Pa is a language or dialect. Pag sinabi niya naman, pa, din po ay flower. Okay, parehas ang spelling niya, magkaiba ang bigkas, magkaiba ang ibig sabihin. Okay. By the way, once again, ako po ay si Brother Errol Bergen, pastoring a church in Hong Kong. The ministry in Hong Kong now is, we are on our 17th year in the ministry in Hong Kong. We started in 1999, and by the grace of God, after 5 years, we've been organized as an independent church by our mother church, of course, from Christ Baptist Church Muntinlupa City. Our pastor is Pastor Jose Conley III. Former pastor is Pastor Apollos Hernandez. And they are both in the ministry. Nagtutuwangan sila doon. Isa sa very supportive ang aming former pastor, Pastor Apollos Hernandez. Okay, he was my first pastor in Christ Baptist Church. But I got saved in Bicol region. I grew up in Bicol region a little bit. Sapagkat hindi naman ho ako ganong kalakihan. Kaya kaunti lang yung inilaki doon sa Bicol. Since 4 years old hanggang mag-graduate ng high school. So, got saved there in Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church in Iliga City, lugar po ni Nora Auror at ni Laila de Lima. Masikat ngayon si Laila de Lima, di ba? And yung kanyang adopted son, yung only son, Monica Iho, si Badong or Salvador de Lima ay classmate ko po sa high school. So, yun po yung lugar na ating pong pinag-stayan sa Bicol at doon nag-graduate ng high school. Same school na kung saan nag-graduate si de Lima, si Laila de Lima, University of Northeastern Philippines. And got baptized there. My first training in the ministry ay doon po sa aming pong church sa Bicol. Then, when I graduated in high school, that night, after the graduation day, kinagabihan, ay nagbumiyahin na kami pa Manila because the following day ay yung aking pong exam sa college para makapasok sa college. And I took up aeronautical engineering course in Philippine Aeronautical Technical School before it was in of course, Paranaque pa rin sa domestic airport at na-move na ngayon sa mas malapit sa Paranaque City. But anyway, by the grace of God, while studying college, in that engineering course, I entered the Bible school and having a desire to be in a full-time service, but my pastor refused me to be a full-time in our church. And after a year, I applied again, and he refused me again. Okay. Ilang beses din po ako nag-try na mag-apply para mag-full-time service, at ilang beses din tayo tinanggihan. Sabi ng aking pastor, Pastor Hernandez, God is using you and enabling you to be used by God in the ministry while you are outside, while you are not full-time yet in the ministry. So why not just explore yourself outside? We know that the ministry is not only if you are full-time, even you are full-time or not, you will be in the ministry. So I work outside while studying college and also the Bible school, and of course being in the ministry as well. So become 1993, I started to be in the music ministry of our church in Muntinlupa, sorry. But before that, of course, I was involved in the music ministry since childhood. Mula ng aking pagkabata, ako po ay nasa music ministry na. Kasama ng mga Sunday school teacher, good news teacher class, sa labas, of course, yung mga extension classes. Pagtuturo sa mga bata, I play accordion. Yung 32 buttons, maliit lang na accordion. Then, nung ako'y graduate ng high school, I tried to play the 120 buttons accordion. So, hindi ko yung dala-dala ko sa Hong Kong when we started the ministry in Hong Kong. So, pagka having that instrument, hindi ko kinakailangan ng kuryente. Para tumugtog. Hindi ko kailangan ng microphone para palakasin dahil malakas pong tumunog na accordion. And anyway, I'm so thankful to God for that talent that God entrusted to me, and even to my wife, of course. She is a music teacher, and my daughter, God gave her that gift, the talent, and I'm so thankful to God sapagkat ginagamit ko po sa Panginoon. Every time we go to visit churches, and I always encourage her to use that talent that God had entrusted her. And my son also, nagpa-practice na rin po siya na mag-gitara, and ayun, nag-iisip siyang mag-aral tumugtog ng cello. Yung pinakananay ng violin. Okay? Yung malaki yun. Yung ang pinakananay ng violin ni cello. So anyway, parang yun, nagkakagusto siyang aralin yung instrument na yun. So it's, being in that kind of ministry, mga kapatid, I can say that it's a gift na galing sa Panginoon. Maraming nagkakagustong tumugtog, maging sa gitara. Kaya lang, pag hindi ka gifted, ay hindi ka din magpupursue doon. Hanggang sa bumili ka lang ng gitara, hindi at yung gitara ay after a month or two, ay nandun lang, inaalikabukan na sa bahay. Sapagkat wala, parang na-attract ka lang doon sa natugtog. Okay. Pero pwede mo namang i-develop yan. Kinakailangan mo lang ng sincerity at lalong magbigay ng time for that. Just even an hour every day is a good one para masanay ka na tumugtog ng musical instruments. So by the grace of God, God allowed us also to start a ministry in Dasmariñas, Cavite, in Area F. And the ministry there ay na-organized po as a church. And of course, while we are going back and forth, Hong Kong, Philippines, starting the ministry there in the foreign land, we're not able to stay long dahil nga po dun sa limitation ng visa. If you are using a Philippine passport or you are a Philippine passport holder, you are not required to have a visa for you to go to Hong Kong. But for you to stay long, you need to apply for a visa. And it's not that easy for us to have a visa sa Hong Kong. Kaya we just go back and forth. The longest stay na meron kami sa Hong Kong when we were just starting the ministry ay nasa, I think, 1 month or 1.5 months. Pero ano na yun, talagang may rough na yung amin pong stay doon, especially in relation with the Hong Kong government. Pagka kami ay nag-extend or nag-exit sa Macau at bumabalik sa Hong Kong, yun, nakakatanggap na kami na hindi magagandang salita sa mga immigration officers. But because God, we know God called us to be there and to start the ministry, so binabaliwala lang naman namin yung mga salitang amin nadidinig sa kanila. Ano po, And by the grace of God, we survived. And 2004, God allowed us to be able to have a visa in mainland, in China. And God also allowed us to be able to partner with missionary there, a couple missionary. And He enabled us also to minister to the mainlanders, to the Chinese people. Kaya ang ministry po sa China ay mainly to the Chinese people. And ministry sa Hong Kong ay mixed po sila doon, mixed crowd. But most of God's people in our church in Hong Kong ay Filipinos, OFW. Ano po, I can say mga 95% of the people in the congregation are Filipinos. Some of them are foreigners like Asians, of course, yung Indonesians, Indians, sometimes we have Pakistans, and we have a new member, Italian. He grew up, he worked in the US for more than a decade, and going back to Italy, and now he is in Hong Kong, and he is serving the Lord through our church, Christ Baptist Church, when he became a member of our church. So siya yung pinakabagong member namin. So usually, in Hong Kong, I used to preach in English, but in fairness to the number of the crowd, dahil most of them are Filipinos, I need to speak in Filipino also. So yun po ang ministry na mayroon tayo doon. Yung ibang foreigners, of course, sila nosebleed sa English ko. Sapagkat hindi naman ako ganun kaagalingan sa English, I just try to do my best to minister to these foreign people. Kaya before I start to preach, while I am in the congregation or before going to church, I usually put some English on my pockets para hindi lang aking huhugutin kapag nag-preach. So, limited lang po yun. While supply lasts yung English. Pagka naubusan na, Tagalog na. Okay, tapusin mo na yung preaching mo dahil wala ka nang masabi nito. Baka kung ano pa masabi mo doon. Ganun lang naman po tayo. We just do our best sa ministry. Kung ano yung ibinigay sa atin ng Panginoon ay gawin lang natin kung anong kakayahan ibinigay sa atin ng Panginoon. Hayaan natin ng Panginoon to bless it and ipakita ng Panginoon anong magiging bunga nito. We thank God because soul after souls are getting saved in the ministry in Hong Kong. And this is a privilege for me and my family to be here. First time to be here in this building. Nung kami unang nakapunta rito, I think hindi pa si Pastor Magat ang naandito noon Nalimutan ko, nag-evangelistic kami rito together with Pastor Lita Loretta from San Miguel, Bulacan. Nung tayo nag-start pala ng ministry doon sa San Miguel. Madalas nagpupunta kami dito sa area, Bulacan, then San Ildefonso, pagka nagkakandak ng mga evangelistic meetings here in this area. Then we thank God dahil tinake on ni Pastor Bernard yung pastorship dito sa inyo pong church. And salamat sa Panginoon sa inyo rin pong suporta sa ministry dito. So, this ministry is not about your pastor. This ministry is not about any one of you. This ministry is about you and God. Amen. So, you need your pastor and your pastor needs you as well in the ministry. Okay, so, sa ministry po ay hindi ito kompetensya. We are not here to compete, but to complement each other. So, we just admit our weaknesses, but don't focus on it. Okay? Focus on your strength. Mag-focus tayo dun sa tagakapirasong lakas na meron tayo at gamitin natin para sa Panginoon. Okay? So, in behalf of Christ Baptist Church Hong Kong, let me greet you. Good morning and a blessed friendship day sa inyo. Okay? Amen? Amen. In Chinese po, yung friendship day is Yo Bi Ri. 快乐 Okay? Happy Friendship Day. Okay? Yung happy kasi ay quiet. Okay, so kung nadinig niyo yung kanta ni Yoyo Bilyame, kung quiet, yun po ay mix of languages. Ano, yung kanyang kanta, yung Abuchike. Ano, so yung Tungpailo is very happy. Okay. So iniisip natin parang inimbento lang na salita, ano? Pero yun po ay Chinese word. Okay. So at least alam niyo na hindi yun basta kinanta lang na walang direction. It's a mix of different languages. So one of that language na nandoon sa part ng kanyang kanta ay yung Tungpailo. Yun po ay very happy. I don't really know kung anong ibig sabihin ng Abuchike. Okay, so bahala na kayo. Siguro, masyadong masaya yung butike, I don't know. Kung ano ang ibig sabihin noon. No? Okay, so I'm so thankful to God of seeing you here. Amen. Pastor Bernard, thank you for inviting us to be here and to minister to you through the Word of God. So I hope ay ready na kayo sa salita ng Panginoon. Amen po ba? Okay. So meron pang mga bakante upuan dito. Ilan pa ito? 3, 4. Meron pa doon. So baka yung iba, nanahan dyan. Kasi baka ho kayo mangalay. Tatayo. So hindi ko alam kung anong oras tayo matatapos dito. Kaya kinakailangan na umanap po kayo ng upuan. But your pastor told me that usually ay natatapos tayo dito ng 11 and I try my best to be able to finish it before 11. Ano po? Sige po, upo ko kayo dito. Meron pa ho dito sa bandang harapan. Yan, amen. Wow. Okay, stand with me please. Okay na po. Okay, tayo po.